besides being considered two of the best hip-hop singers. Diddy and Dr. Dre are moguls who know how to enjoy their big fortunes. But have you ever wondered which of them has the most luxurious life? In this video, you will see a fierce battle between Diddy and Dr. Dre. So, let's fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Luxury shopping. Both singers have enough money to buy whatever they want, but which one has the most extravagant spending? Dre, for example, loves to buy luxury watches, such as his Rolex Masterpiece Date 8, made of platinum and dial covered with diamonds, which is worth around $140,000. But those who think that his spending is limited to this are mistaken. Upon his divorce from his partner Nicole, some of the rapper's annual expenses came to light in the media. Reports show that he spends nearly $13,000 on supplies, $70,000 for clothes, $645,000 for entertainment and gifts, among other expenses, totaling approximately $2.2 million in monthly expenses. Diddy, on the other hand, is not far behind. Some sources point to Combs having already surprised his son Justin on his 16th birthday with a Maybach 57, a luxury super vehicle, with it being quite rare on the second-hand car market. No wonder it costs around $360,000. For his mother, meanwhile, the rapper presented her on her 80th birthday with a Bentley Mulsanne that can cost around $300,000, plus a check for $1 million. Like most rappers, he also likes to show off by composing his looks with luxury jewelry and watches. He has even shown his vast collection of accessories that are worth a small fortune on his social networks. Some of the New Yorker's watch models include a $38,000 Rolex Date 8 II, a $139,000 Audemars Piguet offshore chandelier, a $190,000 Richard Mille RM11-03 McLaren, a $332,000 Bovet Fleurier Amadeo 7-day skeleton tourbillon, a $450,000 Patek Philippe Nautilus, a $516,000 Bovet Fleurier tourbillon Virtuoso 3, an extremely luxurious and rare Jacob & Company Royal 5-time zone valued at an unbelievable $1 million, among many others. When it comes to jewelry, the rapper has shown that he has money to spare when he threw his $500,000 chain to the audience during his concert. Another episode of Diddy's absurd spending was on artwork. In 2018 he bought, for example, the Pastimes painting by artist Kerry James Marshall for an unbelievable $21,100,000. And since Diddy usually spends more than his opponent, he wins this round. Cars. Both rappers love to splurge on beautiful automobiles, but which one has the most expensive garage? Dr. Dre, for example, has been spotted driving a Chrysler 300S, a sedan with a high-performance engine, which costs around $35,000. For more extreme rides, he has owned a rugged Hummer H2 SUV, a vehicle that costs around $80,000. Some sources point out that the businessman also owned a Ferrari Testarossa, a supersporting icon of great success in the late 1980s, which is worth around $127,000. One of the most relevant cars in Dr. Dre's garage is his Cadillac Escalade ESV, which was customized by Becker Automotive Designs to have a highly luxurious interior. And this is why the car is worth around $230,000. Moving up the price further, the rapper owns a Bentley Continental GT, one of the most luxurious sports coupes in the world, which is worth about $280,000. Finally, Dre has been spotted in his Rolls-Royce Drophead, a very exclusive car that costs around $450,000. Diddy, for his part, has been seen with the following cars: a Jeep Wrangler Unlimited for more extreme rides, a rugged 4x4 that costs about $35,000, a Cadillac Escalade, with which he was involved in a traffic accident. This car costs about $75,000. A Chevrolet Corvette, a collectible vehicle worth about $100,000. A Ferrari 360 Medina Spider, a luxury sports car that costs about $110,000. A stylish Ferrari F430 Spider capable of reaching a top speed of 193 miles per hour, which justifies its price of $217,000. An iconic Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, a high-performance sports car capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds. And the price of this machine reaches that of $300,000. And perhaps the most expensive car in the rapper's garage is his Rolls-Royce Phantom, one of the largest and most refined sedans in existence, being worth around $450,000. Considering they both own cars in the same price range, let's consider this round a draw. Yacht. Both moguls love to vacation on the high seas, but who owns the most expensive and luxurious vessel? Dr. Dre, for example, purchased a 241-foot-long vessel known as Naya, which was built in 2011 and offers everything you could want in a luxury hotel. It can accommodate up to 12 people in 8 comfortable cabins, as well as having exquisite bathrooms. The interior of the yacht was decorated by British designer Mark Berryman Design, who chose bamboo wood to cover most of the rooms. There is an elevator, a deck with a jacuzzi, a helipad, and even a submarine for 5 people. And all this justifies the value of this yacht, valued at $60 million. But this purchase was also an investment by Dr. Dre, who can rent it for about $580,000 per week. Diddy has also invested in his vessel. The vessel named Mariah was purchased by the rapper in 2012 and is 178 feet long. With an impeccable design and architecture, the yacht looks like a true 5-star hotel on the water, resembling a 5-story building that offers luxurious interiors. It can accommodate up to 12 people in its 6 cabins, which includes an extremely luxurious master suite. And of course, the yacht has a relaxing jacuzzi on deck and a well-equipped gym, as well as several large outdoor seating areas. It's a true haven of tranquility. And that justifies the yacht's value, with it costing about $65 million. But Diddy also makes money by renting the boat out, charging about $350,000 a week. And for owning a more expensive yacht, Diddy wins this round. Score 1 for him. Aircraft. Both rappers often travel in beautiful aircraft, but which one has the most expensive means of air transportation? Dr. Dre has posed for pictures, for example, in front of an Airbus Helicopters H-155 model helicopter, which costs around $14 million. But it is not known whether he just rented the helicopter for a tour. Some sources also speculate that the rapper owns a Gulfstream V jet. This is a sophisticated twin-engine midsize aircraft with an intercontinental range, making for a very comfortable trip. Such a jet costs up to $36 million, but if Dr. Dre only provides this transportation, he can pay about $10,000 per flight hour. Diddy, on the other hand, owns a Gulfstream G550, one of the safest and best-performing air transports in the world, capable of reaching speeds close to the speed of sound. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious, and can hold up to 16 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. To get an idea of the price, it is estimated that Diddy's aircraft cost around $60 million. The rapper really has to be very rich to disburse all this money and to be able to afford the various expenses of the jet. Considering the high value of Diddy's jet, he wins this round. Most expensive mansion. When it comes to investing in real estate, both singers don't like to skimp, but which one has had the most expensive mansion? The most valuable property Diddy owns in California is his main mansion, set up as a European-style villa in the Holmby Hills neighborhood. In a video for Vogue's 73 Questions, Sean Combs showed off some of the luxurious rooms in his cleanly designed mansion, which is 17,000 square feet in size. The open layout venue integrates a bar, which on the day of the recording had a professional waiter to prepare drinks and serve them to the singer. Another place Diddy showed off in the video was a more private living space, which features a classical piano nearby, as well as a table with awards and trophies the rapper has won over the years of his career. The rapper's mansion even has other impressive amenities, as it was built under specifications by developer Niall Niami. There is, for example, a beautiful hall at the entrance, as well as several living rooms which, at the time of the records, had a more classical and formal style, but which seemed to have been redecorated when the rapper bought it. The place also has a game room and a wine cellar for drinks, next to a green-walled kitchen, as well as having 11 luxurious bathrooms, a library with wooden bookshelves, and 8 cozy suites. Outside, the mansion's lot is 1.3 acres, featuring wooded gardens, a casual dining area, a tennis practice court, and a resort-style pool that features an underwater tunnel. According to media reports, Diddy bought this mansion in 2014, shelling out a whopping $39 million for it. Dr. Dre, for his part, lived in an impressive property in the Brentwood neighborhood, one of the most sought after in the city of Los Angeles. It is a mansion of over 18,000 square feet located on a 4-acre lot, which has a design inspired by a French chateau. Among the amenities of this natural retreat are a well-equipped gym, a beautiful artificial waterfall, and an infinity-edge pool that offers exclusive ocean views, as well as beautiful lawns and solar panels to generate sustainable energy. Upon purchasing this property, Dr. Dre did some renovations, the biggest one being to build a supposed 10,000 square foot underground studio. And before the singer bought this property, it belonged to Tom Brady and his then-wife Gisele Bündchen, who had bought the land to build the mansion in 2008 for $11.75 million, until they resold the place to Dr. Dre in 2014 for a whopping $40 million. And because the properties are very close in value, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Other real estate. Both singers have a vast real estate portfolio, but who has the most luxurious properties? Starting with Dr. Dre. He currently owns a home in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood near the Santa Monica Mountains. The home is located in a private condominium, providing privacy for Dr. Dre to live safely. Built in 1997, the residence is 3,100 square feet. Among the property's main living areas are an open layout living room, a dining area near glass doors, and a kitchen with custom cabinetry that has white stone counters and an island in the center, as well as integrating a family room with an elegant fireplace. The place has a total of 4 sophisticated bathrooms, each having differentiated features to meet the requirements of the singer and his family. There are also 4 cozy bedrooms, some suitable for children, and a luxurious suite with an integrated living area. Heading outside, there are over 2 acres of land with a beautiful lawn for outdoor activities. There are also several balconies, which have sitting areas and custom hammocks for relaxing in front of stunning views of the Pacific Ocean and the Santa Monica Mountains, which create a sense of peace and tranquility. It is worth noting that the condo also has other leisure amenities, such as a large swimming pool, a children's playground, and sports courts. Dr. Dre bought the Mediterranean-style property in 2019, forking out $2,250,000. In 2018, the singer also purchased another property, this time in the town of Calabasas, which is also in California. Built in 1997, the house is 9,300 square feet in size, and among its amenities are cozy living rooms, as well as 2 dining areas, one for more formal events. There is also a game room, a kitchen with stainless steel appliances, a well-equipped gym, a sophisticated home theater, and a total of 6 cozy bedrooms and 7 luxurious bathrooms. Outside, the house is located in a gated community, with plenty of privacy, as well as a swimming pool with a spa, a tennis court, and a terrace facing exceptional views. According to media reports, Dr. Dre purchased the residence for $4.9 million. Another property owned by the singer is a contemporary-style vacation home in the Pacific Coast Highway area near Malibu Beach. The 3-level residence was built in 1993 and is over 8,800 square feet. Upon entering the place, one can notice many glass walls, which offer luxurious views of the beach. There is a living room with a fireplace, which has bookshelves built into the walls, and a classical piano. The kitchen, on the other hand, has cream-colored cabinets, top-of-the-line furniture, and a central chef's island. The residence also has a pool table, a more minimalist office, a gym with lots of equipment, and a modern music studio. There are also 6 gracious bedrooms, with the master suite having a balcony for sunbathing, as well as a sitting room, a luxurious bathroom, a dry sauna, and what appears to be a walk-in closet. Outside, there are great balconies to enjoy the sunset in front of ocean views or to rest near the serene breeze that the region offers. Dr. Dre acquired this luxurious property in the early 2000s for approximately $4.8 million. In recent days, however, he has listed the place, asking no less than $20 million. But Diddy is not far behind in this dispute. He is speculated to own an apartment in nearby Miami Beach in the state of Florida, purchased in 2012 for $2.7 million. Another property he has in this very sought-after region is a mansion on Star Island Drive, which is 13,700 square feet in size and situated on a 1-acre lot. According to some sources, Diddy purchased the mansion in 2003 for $14,500,000. But that's not the rapper's only residence in that area, as in 2021, he bought the mansion next door. The 2-story, Floridian-style property sits in front of the beach, being about 8,000 square feet and being located atop a 1.3-acre lot where Diddy can live in luxury in one of Florida's most coveted regions. The living room has a clean decor that brings more lightness to the area, turning itself into the ideal space for social gatherings, while the very spacious kitchen has large countertops and great white cabinets, besides integrating a breakfast area. There is also a formal dining area, 10 sophisticated bathrooms and an elegant piano room with large arched glass windows. In total there are 6 bedrooms, among which there are some suites. The master suite, for example, has a luxurious marble-clad bathroom and a modern walk-in closet. Outside, the lawns offer privileged views of the bay, integrating a charming private pier. There are also tropical and many palm trees throughout the grounds, as well as a resort-style pool with a separate spa to relax in, plus there are relaxing patios and a barbecue area. Diddy bought the mansion for $35 million, but the original listing was asking for the unbelievable sum of $40 million on the location. So it's clear that Diddy wins this round. Net worth. As two of America's top rappers, there's no doubt they've amassed a lot of wealth throughout their careers. But who has the biggest net worth? Dr. Dre, for example, has made a lot of money selling his records and performing all over the world. But certainly, most of his fortune was built through his skills as an entrepreneur. His first business began in 1996 when he founded his record label Aftermath, with which he helped launch the careers of big names such as 50 Cent and Eminem. It is even through his work as a producer for other artists that Dr. Dre can secure a great source of income through the copyrights of hit songs. In 2001, Dr. Dre decided to sell 30% of his stake in the record label, supposedly pocketing $52 million. But for sure, the venture that changed Dr. Dre's wealth plateau for good was his headphone company Beats Electronics and the streaming service Beats Music. In 2014, the entrepreneur sold both businesses to Apple in a staggering $3 billion deal. Since Dr. Dre had a percentage of about 20% to 25% of the company, it is estimated that he received $500 million of that total value. It was even because of this transaction that Dr. Dre was considered the highest-paid music artist in the world that year. And the rapper's fortune continued to grow, as in 2019 his net worth was estimated at $800 million. However, after shelling out money on new projects, such as donating $70 million to a university, plus his divorce settlement of $100 million, plus other exorbitant expenses, Dr. Dre has seen his net worth plummet. And that is why currently, his wealth is estimated at only $500 million, a figure that still places him among the richest rappers in the world. Meanwhile, as the founder of the record label Bad Boy Entertainment, Diddy achieves great financial gains. After all, he has music rights to several artists and receives royalties. Not to mention that the company has been targeted by several groups interested in buying it, being valued at its peak at $100 million. But Sean didn't just limit himself to the music market, which contributed to the further growth of his wealth. Diddy's business portfolio is controlled by Combs Enterprises, which manages all his companies. One of the arms of this company is his fashion brand Sean John, which has already been successful all over the world. Another sector that the rapper invests in is alcoholic drinks. In 2007, he signed a contract to help develop the Ciroc brand of vodka, earning 50% of the profits on the sales of the drink. Sean also owns half of the tequila brand De Leon and is one of the owners, alongside actor Mark Wahlberg, of the calorie-free drink company aimed at athletes called Aqua Hydrate. As if all these ventures weren't enough, Diddy has a large shareholding in the television network Revolt TV, which also produces movies. However, in 2019, Combs became a major investor in Play vs, a company that develops competitive video games for US high schools. And to give you an idea of how much he earns from these ventures, with the successful sales of Sean John's clothing brand, he has gone on to make revenues of over $525 million annually. The brand was so successful that it even received an investor's contribution of around $100 million in 2003. Until in 2016, Diddy sold 90% of Sean John to Global Brands Group. The value of the deal was not disclosed, but the entrepreneur certainly pocketed a lot of money. Until he bought back his brand in 2021 from the bankrupt owner for $7,500,000. We also can't forget the contribution of the following brands to Combs' wealth: Vodka Ciroc, Tequila de Leon, Aquahydrate Drinks, and the Revolt TV network. Taking into consideration Diddy's personal earnings for all his sources of income over time, it was reported in the media that he made about $28 million in 2007, $35 million in 2008, $90 million in 2022, and up to $130 million in 2017, becoming the highest-paid musician of the year according to Forbes. With him making so much money for over 3 decades, in 2022 Sean Combs officially earned the title of billionaire with an estimated net worth of $1 billion. Even such, he surpassed Kanye West's net worth and became second only to Jay-Z in the ranking of the richest names in hip-hop. In other words, Diddy easily wins this round. At the end of this fight, we had 2 points for Dr. Dre against 7 points for Diddy, who wins this battle handily. But if you believe there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification down here. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.